Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. If you're wondering why I shaved, because I'm sure that's what you're wondering, it's because I pretty much reached back to the goal that I had. If you remember, I did this video that right here where I talked about doing things that remind you to remember things, like to keep you the moments that you have, like the lucid idea of what you're trying to accomplish, right? And so I talked about that. That's why I didn't shave for a while. So as you can see, I decided to keep a little bit of I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll keep that style. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe I'll go clean shaven. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But anyway, I thought I'd give an update since I'm almost there. Some of you are interested in the fitness. Some of you just quickly turn this off because you're like, oh shit, I'm watching this at work, dude. Like, I don't want my boss to see me looking at some shirtless dude on YouTube. So anyway, but those of you that are still around, I thought I'd just give you an update on the fitness thing. If you're interested in the fitness program I'm putting together, diet and fitness, it's working out really well. And like I said, I just got back. I was in China for 3 weeks, right? And I pretty much, was not working out, was not running, was eating, whatever. And I got back to it. It's been about like 2 weeks and a couple of days. So it took me a little bit of time to get back. Actually, I think I'm a little bit beyond where I was. We'll see. I'm definitely have a little bit more mass. I gained some muscle. I've been tweaking my program a little bit, right? So what I've been doing, I added HMB first of all, and I've tweaked a little of the workouts. I was basically doing a pre-workout meal. Now I'm not. Now I'm fasting completely on the weight training workouts as well as the runs. So I'm getting pretty lean. I think at this point, I'm getting confident in the program. And like I'm working out some bugs in it and stuff. So we'll see. I'll be ready to take on some beta testers and stuff fairly soon once I get, scroll out exactly what the program is for those of you. But yeah, you can check my progress here. So you can look at the photo from Vegas and you can let me know if you think I made it back to where I was. I think I did. Anyway, the photo, like where I was kind of at the peak right before I went to China. And now you can see let's see, I'll step back a little bit here. We'll lower this and just to give you an idea of where I'm at right now. So, give you a side shot here. So you can see, upper abs are in pretty much, right? And lower abs are starting to come in. It's going to take some time on these. For those of you guys that are trying to, let's get it full. Okay, so for those of you guys that are trying to get definition, get abs, first of all, to get abs at all, there is some genetic component to it on where you store fat, but guys, mostly you're going to have problems with the stomach here, and you can check, you can see the thickness, and one little tip here is like, it's skin thickness is what you're after. Like if you look at your bicep, right, you're not going to have, you can see how thin your skin is. That's how thin your skin is capable of being. In fact, it can actually be a little bit thinner than that. But that's generally, right? So when you're checking your fat levels, right, if you're like, I don't understand why I don't have six packs yet. Well, you've got the muscles under there. It's just they're covered in fat. And even on mine, where you can visibly see the upper abs, right, you can see that I still have some thickness here. It's still a couple millimeters thickness, and obviously on the lower abs, it's significantly thicker, right? Maybe twice the size. And for me, for most guys, it's a trouble spot. But I'm sure you've noticed that my lower back, man, those love handles, that's where I have the thickest, right? So in order for me, that's why I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be yet, goal-wise. I figure I'll have to get down to about 7% body fat on, what most people would measure. It depends on how you measure it. But in order for those love handles to go, because they're going to be the last thing that goes in, those lower abs will start to come in. You'll also start to notice this Adonis belt muscle will start to show up as you get more ripped. There's a few indicators, as you start to lose fat also. One thing I noticed for me is like the striation across the chest will start to appear. Your shoulders will start to separate from your rest of your arm. Tricep, horseshoe will start to come out. See, I've still got some ways to go. That means I still have fat on the tricep there. So Still a little ways to go, right? I mean, I probably could compete after a few weeks and do a physique competition. I may start doing that. Definitely not a bodybuilding, maybe a natural, but I need a lot more size, to be able to do that. But anyway, I thought I'd give you an update. You can see I give you a backside view as well. I'm not so good at posing from the back, as some of you already noticed, but. Anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. And like I said, you can compare it to that picture from Vegas. I think I'm just about there, if not a little bit past that. I'm carrying a few more pounds, so I'm thinking that that's muscle, because I think fat-wise, body fat percentage, I'm there. So real quick, just to give you some value out of this, what is the basics of what I'm doing on this program? And like I said, I'm going to be selling you the diet and fitness program. I'm going to be selling it. So if you're interested, and it's going to help you to be able to do what I'm doing, because there's some complexity to it. But that's one thing I'm trying to do. That's one reason why I'm not releasing it yet, even though everyone's saying, John, when are you going to put this out? The reason why is because I want to make it simple, right? This is a simple program. We're making the complex simple. I try to make things as simple as possible. So to simply describe what I'm doing, if you haven't heard already, it could be described as carb cycling. What I'm essentially doing is I'm switching between days of basically low carbs, like under 20 grams carbs, which would be technically a keto diet, very high fat, and carb days. I'm eating one meal a day, and I'm hitting those carbs after the workout, after the strength training workout. I'm doing some specific strength training workouts to get the type of physique that I want to get here, right? And which is heavy emphasis on the shoulders and chest. To narrow the waist, so you want a V-taper, so you need a big back, and not so much on the legs. Like, I'm not showing the legs here, but you got to still work the legs, but not as much. So and then I'm also doing some things to try and control the testosterone drop that inevitably happens. So I've got a bunch of supplements that I'm taking. I'm using the fat. I'm kind of manipulating insulin in order to really and everything that I'm measuring so far, right? This is just testing this on me, but everything I'm measuring so far is showing that this is dropping body fat as well as gaining muscle at the same time, or rather in the same week. So within a week's period of time, I might drop a pound of body fat and add a quarter pound of muscle, or slightly more, depending on what you're doing. But so that's why this is so awesome, is to be able to do that, because that really is going to make a drastic impact. And you can see, I mean, if you've been watching my videos, I'm sure you've noticed that I've been leaning out a lot, and I'm not I'm not losing mass, I'm gaining muscle as I'm leaning out, which I don't think I've seen anyone on YouTube doing that. I'm sure that there's some, but it's rare. I haven't seen it. So that's why I think this program is going to be unique. And I'm super excited about it, because, I mean, if you know me, if you've been listening to me, if you've been listening to Get Up and Code and stuff, I've been on the quest for this. This is the holy grail to me. And I've been on the quest for this, trying different things on myself, going different. I've tried every single thing under the sun. Finally, I just took everything that I knew scientifically about diet and nutrition, about what was working for me, about, and started combining it together to say what is the most optimal thing. And that's what this is. So anyway, if you're interested, definitely subscribe to the channel, and you can check out the fitness videos here. I've got some tips and stuff for you, and let me know what you're interested in as far as like fitness stuff. If you've got questions, I'd love to give you some answers. And if you're interested in doing the beta test for it, I don't want to get like too many emails here, but I haven't put up a sign up yet. I will put up a sign up. That'll be the best way. This I can filter, because I need the application process. This is going to be tough, right? So, and I might make some different levels of it. I might make like a beginner level that's not as tough. But I am curious. Okay, this would be good for to know. Those of you that are serious, that like want the hardcore version, like you're like, I don't care, John. I have like tried all kinds of shit, And whatever you're going to put me through, if it's going to make my physique look like yours, or or better, hopefully maybe better, right? Then I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to, like, I don't care if it means I have to run 40 miles a week, because that would be in my tough program. I don't care if it means I only get to eat one meal a day. I don't care any of this stuff, how hard it is. If you can just tell me what to do, I will do it. Leave a comment below if you fall into that category. If you're just willing to get your ass kicked to get to have the best results possible in the shortest period of time. So I'm just curious to see how many people actually fall into that category, because that's me, right? That's me. Like, if someone told me that, that's why I invented this program. The extreme version of it is because I tried so many times, failed so many times, right? And so, if that's not you, that's okay. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to do the program. I mean, you could leave a comment below too and say, that's not me. I'm just interested in something more simple, easy, that will work. I can still give you something really effective, but I'm curious how many of you how far you guys are willing to go, and as far as effectiveness. So leave a comment, let me know. If you like the video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.